Looking for a job is hard. It used to be so much easier back in the 1960s and 1980s. You can even ask your grandparents and parents, because they'll tell you that back then, all you had to do was dress nicely, have a good resume, go there with a can-do attitude, and give them a nice firm handshake. And 8 times out of 10, you'd get the job. But nowadays it's a little bit different, and it's a lot harder to actually get a job if you're looking for one. There's a myriad of hoops you have to jump through, and a lot more qualifications and experience that people need for jobs that don't actually require you in general to have those either experiences or qualifications. So if you're looking for a job in 2025, there are 3 things that I've experienced myself in looking for jobs that I'd like to say, and hopefully they can help you out with them if you're looking for a job. The first one just being recruitment centers. Now, my first job I found through AWF, which, as I said, is a recruitment center. These places are places where they look for people to give part-time jobs to, for places like supermarkets or stuff like that. Because there are always going to be places that are looking for part-time workers, either just for the season, if it's like a fruit picking place, or just for a short period of time just to get the stock out or stuff like that. So if there is a recruitment place near you that you can look it up online or go there in person, book it online, call them, give them your resume, say you want to apply for a job. They'll call you back saying there's a job opening for this particular position in this place. They'll tell you to come in. They'll give you the rundown, and then eventually you'll go to the place that they specified and you'll work there, fill in your timesheet of how many hours you worked, and get paid. Now, this isn't a permanent thing. You'll probably only be there for roughly maybe anywhere between 2 to 6 months. I was only there for mine for 4, but it does give you good money for part-time work that you're doing, and actually gives you the availability to work and earn money, because without money, you kind of need it to live and sustain yourself unless you're living with your parents. Now, the second one is going through courses. My second job that I had, which is my first full-time job, which I did for 7 months, I found through a course, a boat building course. And doing a boat building course, yes, there was obviously theory, but there was also practical, that practical being welding. And in doing so, I went to a facility that made boats, and I learned how to weld there. And then eventually, after I finished the course, which was only roughly about 4 months, I ended up going for a trial week at the place that I actually did the course at, which was an actual facility where people worked. And after doing that trial week, I got hired full-time. And because I did that course, I had the experience of welding, which meant when I went to the facility to get the job there and ended up getting the job and working full-time, I wasn't a novice. I did actually have experience in the matter of welding, which is the position that I was put in when I worked there. So if you do find a course online that might lead to you getting a job, then do it. And if it doesn't work out, that's fine, because at the end of the day, you're still getting experience from it. It's still, well, hopefully it's free. You can get free courses, but it's experience that you're getting. And even if that experience doesn't lead to you getting a job, at least you have that experience. So later on, you can find a job or something to do, which comes from you doing and experiencing that experience and that stuff you did in that course. It might not lead to it eventually, but later on the line, you'll be grateful for the things that you did in that course, because it might lead you down to finding a job later on, which does require you to have the qualifications and experience that you had doing that course. So if you do find a free one online and it's near you or stuff like that, and you have the availability for it, then definitely do it. I recommend it very much. It's very good. And then the last one just being friends and family. After I quit my second job, the one I mentioned prior, after 7 months of doing it, I didn't have a job for roughly a month. I was unemployed. But I would go to friends and family and ask them if they had any part-time jobs or any small little things that I could do to help them out, to earn some money. I did end up doing a few things to earn a bit of money in my first 2 weeks of being unemployed. And then eventually I said that I didn't have a job to a friend of mine, and he asked me to come into the place that he works because he's a manager there. And I came in there for a day. They put me in a position to see if I was good at it and if I liked it. And then I said, yeah, I'd like to work here. This place is really nice, because I had my friend who was the manager, so it was familiar to me. And then I ended up signing a part-time contract, working there for about 5 months, until eventually signing a full-time contract. And then I've been there for nearly 2 years. So even though it might not be immediate and you might not have a lot of luck in it, it is okay to ask friends and family if they themselves have work that you can do, or if they have also friends of themselves that might be looking for people, because you can get to a job through, say, a friend of a friend or a friend of a parent or a friend of a sibling or stuff like that, because there are going to be people that are looking for people to work. Even it might be part-time, even it might not be for that long, but it's still work. And getting a work and working part-time is far better than being unemployed. So yeah, those are the three things. So getting it through a recruitment center, getting it through courses online that you can look up and do for free, and the third being just friends and family. So these are three roads that you can go down to look for a job in 2025, and hopefully they've helped you out and you can go down these roads and see where they lead. And I hope that in watching this video and in hearing me talk and mention these, that it's helped you out in trying to find a job in 2025. And I wish you all the best for it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.